Let's get to studying. Let's open our love letter.
Let's go to the Bible and let's see what the Bible say about raising a child. Let's go to Proverbs 22. We want 4 through 7. By humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and honor and life. Thorns and snares are in the way of the forward. He that doeth his so shall be far from them. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old he will not depart from it. The rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. Hello there, YouTube world. You get to take a gander at me. I have my poker chips. White is 1, red is 5, blue is 10. So let's look at this chip program. I'll read the instructions, then I'll read the contract, and then I'll read the chart. Okay. You use poker chips. White is like $1 or 1 point. Red is like $5 or 5 points. Blue is like 10 or 10 points. This is to encourage the ADHD child to work on his behavior. Every chore he does, he gets a point. Do not negotiate after getting points established. Like if taking out the trash, he gets 5 points. Cleaning bedroom, 10 points, and so forth. If he or you wants to go for a walk, he needs to pay with his points to go. You hold all chips. You are the bank, and he is the customer. You both do the chips at the same time. When he does his chores, he gets his points after the job is done. When he is bad, he has to give a certain amount for his bad behavior. If he disrespects you, he gives you 5 or 1 points. We do not want to go to 10. It would discourage him. You do not want to start the program, then stop. Keep going. Give it a chance. If you stop, it will encourage him to disbehave more, and you lose. Life will be harder for you. Now let's look at our chart. Write down all he does to get points. If he does not do the chores, he does not get any chips. This is to earn his points. If he wants to play his games, he has to pay the least point at the first. You want to give him more white points. To get sweets, 1 point. Hygiene is important. Brushing his teeth, 1 point. You can add or take away from the list of chores, like something he needs to work on. Like you see he needs to help in attitude, you can add to it. If you no longer need to, like peeing on the toilet, you can take it off, but try to put something in its place. Remember, we want him to earn points. You are the bank. You give chips when good or chores are done. He gives when he is bad or wants to do something. He needs to acknowledge to the rules, to the behavior of his way of thinking, to make a contract with him. If at any point he needs to ask a question, he has the right. If he is good and both wants to go for a walk, get 1 point. If he is bad, raise the points to his behavior. He needs points to do what he wants. Your life and his will depend on this for days, weeks, months, and years. If he wants something like a toy or something that is not a necessity, he has to give so many points. Remember, the bank needs to give. Now, if you have any questions on this, feel free to ask. I will not care. Alright, this is the contract. And we want to keep his thinking or her thinking mentality in mind of the age. You really shouldn't start this till they're like, say 5, 6, something like that. And when I did my son, it worked out great. And his behavior changed. So I did this. And I really did like it. It worked. And it was really rough at first to get started on it. But I seen that it really helped his attitude. And it made him a great man today. And I'm really proud of my son. Alright, this is the contract. This is a contract to help your behavior, to get along with me and others, to respect all those around me. I will get my points when I deserve them. I will give when I need or deserve to. If not, the bank has the right to start all over again with the point system. I will lose all I have earned. I will have to start all over again. We want to try to stress this, that for him or her to keep it up, to be responsible for his points and his reactions on how his behavior is. Okay. I will try to work on my behavior and earn all I can to do the things I want and learn to control my behavior to become more fun and happy in my home. If there is something not on the list, I can earn points. If I am bad, I will give points to help with my behavior. Alright, now then, let's see if I can get the chart up there. Okay, it's probably better if I take a picture of it. Alright, I'll take a picture of it. Alright, this one side is to pay to him. One side is to take away. Alright, like TV. If he wants to watch TV, a program, one chip, which will be the white one. Alright, like sweep all rooms. Now these are just, you can make up your own as you need them and all. I had to change mine a couple of times, but it worked out great. Okay, sweep all rooms, 15. That's like 5 points, which would be the red ones, for each room. And at the beginning, like I said, you need to give him white until he gets a bunch of white ones up. Because you have 2 rows of white. Always make sure you got about this many in there, because that right there will help you a lot. Okay. And the red one's about here and the blue one's about there. You always want something in the bank. This is be your bank. Okay. Per room, 5 points. Alright, like brushing his teeth. He's going to be doing that. If he does it every day, he's going to have 30 white ones all the time. But you also have to learn to subtract too. But, go on. Alright, when he takes a bath. Something he does every day that he needs to keep going with. That's where you give him his points. 1. When he goes to the bathroom, and like if it's a boy, he lifts the toilet seat, then you give him 3 white ones. If it's a girl, to make sure that she sits right and whatever her problem is. It doesn't have to be this list. You make up your own. Alright. The child that is with me, they like to wash clothes, wash dishes, and stuff like that. Alright? Like washing all clothes. 10. Because we want him to encourage him to be a clean person. Alright. Like $5 5 points per load. Alright, doing homework without trouble, 10 points. You want to give him the most because you want to encourage him not to argue. You want him to do his homework in a well-behaved environment. And truthfully, I do not like schools. It's surrender to me teaching. They teach lies. They don't teach the truth. But they also need to learn to react a decent way in the school. Okay, now let's look at our takeaway. Now, if he wants sweets like candy, popcorn, whatever his sweets are, 1, because you don't want to take away a lot of points. You more want to encourage him to earn the points, and good behavior earns the points. Okay, now we have disrespect. Now this can vary from if he is really, really, really bad disrespectful, you want the high one. That is understandable because his behavior depends upon his points. If it's a low one, 3. Don't go under 3 because it is a punishment, not a reward. Okay. Getting up in a bad mood. If your kid gets up in a bad mood in the morning, this is a good opportunity to get him to earn points. So 5, okay? If when he gets more into it and he starts waking up in a better mood and all, then you can lower that one. Only because you got to keep money in the bank. Alright, arguing, 5. We want him to learn not to argue. But if you have to go more, go more. Alright? Like if they want to go on a school outing and all, you want to keep it low because you want him to go on the school outing and you want him to earn his points. So we'll go, with a 1. Alright? Like if he's tapping or doing something that's irritating and you have to keep asking him to stop. Okay, keep asking him to stop. Give him, 3 chances. Look, stop. Stop doing that. Okay, stop. The next time, I will take a point. Then, take 1 point. Okay. Asking more than 3 times. Can I have a candy? Can I have candy? Can I have candy? Can I have candy? So, look, you're going to give me 2 points next time you ask me. Okay. Going for a walk. You want to keep that low so that when you go out to do something, then he has to give a point. Now, I'm not talking about like going to the grocery store or anything. I'm talking about like going bowling, going to the park, anything that is an outing for you and the child. Okay. Let's see. Well, like other outings, like going bowling, it has to take money to do, then I would ask for 2 points. Because you also want to teach him the value of $1. So, what his behavior is what you really need to work on. You can change this around to fit your home and your needs. If you have anything to ask me in the comments, and I will do the very best I can to answer. Like I said, it works wonders with my child. I hope this helps you, and you have to be a very special person to have an ADHD child. and all. Because they are really, it's like literally, my son climbed the walls. It was really hard. And I know it was out there. Okay, so I'm going to cut this off, and y'all have a good day. And remember, Jesus really does love each and every one. And your sins has already been forgiven. All you have to do is accept it. In Jesus' name. Bye-bye. Thing I forgot to add. We know how ADHD children get mad and they throw things. So in the contract, you need to put, if I throw my chips and the bank has to pick them up, the bank keeps them and you start over. So that way he doesn't want to throw them, because if he has to start over, he cannot do nothing. No walks, no TV, no nothing until he earns them chips back. So, I hope this really helps. Bye again.